Who's out here breaking HIPAA laws? Apparently, there's some medical records of Chrisean and her baby floating around, and I don't know if it's true. This is all alleged, but I'm just gonna share what I learned. Maybe, allegedly. So it says that the baby suffers from fetal alcohol syndrome and neonatal abstinence syndrome. So neonatal abstinence syndrome is basically the baby is withdrawing from opioids, some sort of drugs, but they're thinking either opioids or cocaine.
Whispers from a supposed nurse sparked a wave of heartbreak when it was claimed, in private, that he might not live to see his second birthday. Once that chilling statement hit the internet, shockwaves tore through social media. Chrisean Rock, stranger to headline-grabbing, Jonathin finds herself caught in what may be the most devastating chapter of her life. Her little boy, baby Junior, the very heartbeat of her world, and the calm in her storm, could be facing a fight more terrifying than anyone could have imagined. And sadly, this painful story is far from over. Just as this heartbreaking health news was beginning to shake social media, the game suddenly jumped into the chaos, turning an already sensitive situation into something even messier. And somehow, this entire saga took a wild detour straight into the world of Grand Theft Auto. Yes, it sounds unreal, but it actually happened. From bizarre rumors about fake babies to harsh accusations of neglect, things spiraled in ways no one could have predicted. But with all the noise online, the real question still stands: what is truly going on with baby Junior? Is Chrisean Rock truly hiding the real story behind her son's health crisis? And why did the game, an artist with no obvious personal ties to this situation, suddenly throw himself into the heart of this emotional and very private storm? What began as quiet whispers and unverified rumors quickly spiraled into a chaotic mess of leaked text messages, secret voice recordings, cryptic social media posts, and jaw-dropping receipts that took over timelines and flooded comment sections. Some of these so-called receipts seemed to point toward a painful reality few were prepared to face, while others only fueled more questions and suspicion. But before diving deep into the tangled web of drama, betrayal, and heartache, it is only fair to warn you this saga is anything but simple. It is raw, complicated, and not for the faint of heart. To fully understand how this story went from a simple celebrity headline to a full-blown cultural phenomenon shaking both social media and real-life relationships, we have to rewind to where it all began with Chrisean Rock herself. Chrissy was never just a name in the headlines for her music or talent. Instead, she became famous as the fiery, unapologetic, and wildly unpredictable girlfriend of rapper Blue. Their relationship was nothing short of a public roller coaster, an endless loop of makeups, brutal breakups, explosive fights, and viral meltdowns that played out in real time for millions to see. Whether it was wild altercations on Instagram, Live, heated interviews, or shocking footage of their arguments spilling into the streets, Chrisean built her image on being the rawest, most unfiltered version of herself. Fans either loved her honesty or criticized her chaotic ways, but nobody could ignore her. Then came the pregnancy announcement, the moment everything seemed like it could change. The news hit social media like a lightning bolt. Was this a turning point for Chrissy? And some hoped it was her chance to embrace motherhood, calm the chaos, and find a new path. Others rolled their eyes, convinced it was nothing more than another calculated move to stay relevant. Even so, Chrisean seemed to block out the noise and pushed forward, sharing moments of her pregnancy journey with her followers. However, after Junior was born, the scrutiny only got worse. Accusations came flooding in from all sides, especially from Blueface's mother, Carissa, who publicly questioned Chrisean's ability to care for her child. Amidst the noise, rumors began to circulate about Junior's health. A supposed nurse's leaked message hinted that the baby could be suffering from a rare, life-threatening condition, a revelation that set social media on fire and turned the whispers into a deafening roar. And then, out of nowhere, the game stepped in, publicly criticizing Blueface, hinting at secret knowledge, and inserting himself into a deeply personal matter. His bold comments and mysterious involvement left fans stunned and questioning his true motives. Was he protecting Chrisean? Was he involved behind the scenes? Or was this yet another twist in a story that was already spiraling out of control? Whatever the case, one thing became clear: this situation had gone far beyond a celebrity scandal. It became a heartbreaking, high-stakes saga with a child's life at the very center. Chrisean first burst onto the entertainment scene, not through her music, but through her explosive and often chaotic relationship with rapper Blue. From the moment they were linked, their relationship played out like a real-life soap opera for millions of online spectators. Their connection was toxic, messy, and undeniably addictive to watch. They fought loudly on social media, exchanged harsh words in interviews, and even got into physical altercations that were caught on camera. Fans either loved the drama or watched in disbelief as their private life unfolded like a non-stop reality show. Chrisean quickly built a reputation for being bold, reckless, and unapologetically wild, a young woman who seemed to thrive on controversy and chaos. But everything took a sharp turn when Chrisean revealed she was pregnant with Blueface's child. That single announcement shifted the narrative overnight. For some, it was a sign of growth, a turning point that maybe motherhood would bring out a more grounded, mature side of Chrisean. Supporters rushed to congratulate her, hoping she would finally find peace and a fresh start. On the other hand, a large group of critics accused her of using the pregnancy as a publicity stunt, claiming it was just another chapter in her long history of chasing attention. Skepticism filled the air, and the internet split in two: believers versus doubters. Through it all, Chrisean appeared determined to tune out the noise. She posted emotional messages about her journey to motherhood, shared moments from her baby shower, and even posted soft, tender photos with her growing belly. For a while, it seemed like she was ready to leave the chaos behind and embrace a new chapter in her life. But the peace did not last. Once her son Junior was born, the spotlight on Chrisean intensified. Instead of bringing her the respect and support many hoped for, motherhood seemed to pull her deeper into public scrutiny. Family members, especially Blueface's mother, Carissa, came forward with harsh accusations, claiming Chrisean was an unfit mother, questioning her lifestyle, and casting doubts on her ability to care for Junior. The internet, always hungry for drama, lapped it up. Some called Carissa bitter, while others echoed her concerns. It quickly became obvious that the battle for Chrisean Rock's reputation was far from reaching any kind of peaceful resolution. The same boldness, raw emotion, and unpredictability that once shot her to viral fame now seemed to shadow her every move as a mother. Instead of fans celebrating her new chapter, many kept a watchful eye on her social media, analyzing every post, every comment, and every appearance for signs of growth or evidence of failure. Some believed she was finally trying to do better, stepping into her role as a protective mother with genuine love for her son. Others, however, felt certain that it was only a matter of time before the chaos returned. With every step forward she took, another controversy seemed to follow close behind, almost like a shadow she could never outrun. Chrisean's life, once just messy entertainment for curious onlookers, had shifted into a pressure cooker of public judgment and private struggles. The love story with Blueface that once grabbed headlines for its toxic drama had crumbled into a full-blown battle over respect, responsibility, and public image. What started as a relationship defined by loud arguments and viral moments had morphed into a much darker narrative, one where Chrisean now stood as a mother defending both her child and herself against an internet eager for scandal. No longer was this just about clout or attention. With a newborn in the picture, every rumor carried heavier weight, every accusation cut deeper, and every headline seemed more invasive. The same internet that once celebrated her wild energy now hovered like vultures, ready to tear her apart over any perceived misstep. Chrisean wasn't just fighting for likes or social media relevance anymore, she was fighting to protect her son's future, her rights as a mother, and the fragile reputation that teetered between redemption and complete destruction. The scrutiny she faced was relentless. Bloggers dissected her every move, gossip pages ran wild with unverified claims, and even those close to her seemed to flip sides without warning. The whispers of neglect, the accusations of chasing fame at the expense of her child, and the brutal judgment of strangers online turned her journey into a public trial with no end in sight. But despite the noise, Chrisean kept pushing forward, sometimes defiantly, sometimes silently, trying to navigate a life where every choice was magnified, and every mistake could cost her everything. What had begun as a messy, toxic relationship saga had transformed into something far bigger, high-stakes, very public chapter of her life, where motherhood, reputation, and personal healing collided in the harshest possible spotlight. Every decision, every cryptic post, and every whispered rumor only seemed to feed the flames of a fire she could no longer control. And as the world watched, it became painfully clear that this was no longer about entertainment. It was a real-life struggle for dignity, trust, and the hope that somehow, Chrisean could rise above the chaos that never seemed to let her go. When her son, Junior, was born, The public expected to see a softer, more grounded version of her. And for a brief moment, it appeared that motherhood had given Chrisean a new purpose. She posted sweet moments with her baby, sharing clips of lullabies and tender family memories. Blueface's own mother, Carissa, accused Chrisean of being an unfit mother, claiming she was still caught up in the chaos of her past. Soon, the internet was flooded with cryptic tweets, shady posts, and even whispers of child neglect. But nothing shook the internet like the leaked messages from a supposed nurse suggesting that Junior might be battling a rare and serious health condition, or claim that left fans stunned and desperate for the truth. As social media exploded with theories, the rapper with no known close ties to Chrisean inserted himself into the drama. First, with a bold Instagram story slamming Blueface for abandoning his child. And then with a shocking twist, the game claimed he had seen the medical papers himself, hinting at the gravity of Junior's condition. His involvement raised eyebrows. Was he standing up for Chrisean, helping behind the scenes? Or was there more to this connection? The deeper this story goes, the murkier it becomes. Is Chrisean fighting a silent battle alone, or is she hiding critical truths from the world? Why is the game suddenly so invested? Are they allies? Or is there a hidden story yet to unfold? One thing is clear, this saga is far from over, and the closer we look, the more tangled it seems. Chrisean Rock, once known for her wild no-filter persona and chaotic relationship with rapper Blueface, shocked the world when whispers surfaced about her newborn son's health. After a past filled with viral fights, messy feuds, and headline-grabbing drama, Chrisean seemed to settle into motherhood, but the peace did not last. Blueface's mother accused her of being an unfit mom, fueling a firestorm of rumors, and soon leaked DMS voice notes. And a blurry medical document hinted that baby Junior might be battling a terminal condition. As fans debated whether this was real or a twisted stunt, Chrisean stayed silent, sharing only tender moments with her son online. Then the game entered the chaos, first with a cryptic IG post aimed at Blueface, and later by mocking him on a roleplay server, portraying a deadbeat dad character that eerily mirrored the real situation. While social media spiraled with theories, insider reports revealed mounting medical bills, growing panic from Chrisean's camp, and silence from Blueface. A heartbreaking video of Chrisean in an ER tearfully admitting her baby might not survive. The week sent shockwaves, followed by an anonymous tweet from a supposed NICU nurse confirming the severity of Junior's condition and blasting Blueface for offering no support. Just as tensions hit their peak, Blueface's ex Jaden mocked the entire situation in a live video, sparking outrage among fans who demanded empathy for a sick child. The twist came when Cedars Sinai confirmed a HIPAA breach, turning the scandal into a legal nightmare. With Chrisean going dark online and a leaked DM suggesting fear of losing her son to CPS, this once viral story spiraled into a grim battle over a child's life, family court, and public scrutiny while the game stirred the pot yet again, dragging the entire saga into even murkier waters. This time, the game was not hiding behind a GTA character. He went live in real life, hoodie low, speaking from the back seat of a blacked out SUV, boldly calling out Blueface for abandoning Chrisean and his child, declaring, "That's still, your son sick or not?" before dropping a chilling revelation. He had seen the medical papers, and the baby was indeed in danger. That one sentence sent the internet into overdrive. Was the game somehow tied to this mess, helping Chrisean behind the scenes, maybe even in a deeper relationship with her? Minutes later, fans dug up photos of Chrisean stepping out of a matte black Lamborghini, identical to the game's, fueling suspicions of something more between them. As the drama deepened, a fake text exchange surfaced online, ALLEGEDLY, showing Blueface's mom pushing him to get a paternity test and warning him to control the narrative before it wrecked his career. Blueface finally broke his silence, but instead of compassion, he coldly tweeted, "I ain't claiming nothing without proof," enraging fans who began tagging celebrities like Meek Mill, Cardi B, and Nicki Minaj, begging them to intervene and help Chrisean. Then came the real bombshell. A leaked medical report bearing an actual hospital letterhead confirmed baby Junior's severe congenital pulmonary hypoplasia, requiring long-term oxygen support, proving Chrisean's claims were true all along. As the internet reeled from this revelation, a Twitter account named @NurseWitness77 dropped a cryptic video alleging Chrisean had missed critical medical appointments, flipping the narrative from mother fighting for her son to one accused of neglect. But before public opinion could fully turn on her, the game's cousin, known as Westplug, went live, claiming the game had been close to Chrisean for months. And the rumor on the streets was that baby Junior might actually be the game's child, not Blueface's. Social media exploded with fans dissecting past videos, backstage clips, and every interaction between Chrisean and the game, with some even suggesting a secret relationship. Then, in another shocking twist, a supposed hospital security guard claimed Blueface had shown up days earlier not for a visit, but to threaten Chrisean, resulting in him being escorted off hospital grounds, a claim seemingly backed by a leaked parking lot photo showing a man resembling Blueface pacing outside at 2 a.m. clutching a manila envelope marked DNA results. This sparked wild speculation. Was Blueface confronting Chrisean with proof he was not the father? The situation spiraled further when a TikTok audio leak captured what sounded like Blueface telling someone, possibly his mother, that the child was not his, vowing to expose Chrisean and take the drama public, setting off a fresh wave of internet chaos. With the world already bracing for a full-blown paternity scandal, Kalani unexpectedly jumped into the chaos by posting a cryptic IG story hinting that some people would drag their own child through hell for the sake of keeping a storyline alive. A thinly veiled jab that everyone instantly linked to Chrisean. Then, as if on cue, Chrisean went live, no filters, raw emotions. Tears in her eyes, declaring she knew exactly who her baby's father was, what her son was going through, and who had really been there for them. Without naming names, she warned that if something happened to Junior, people would regret caring more about gossip than compassion. And, with that chilling message, she abruptly ended the live. The next plot twist hit hard when a verified news page reported that Chrisean had filed for an emergency protection order against Blueface, accusing him of harassment, intimidation, and interfering with her son's medical care, turning this messy saga into a legal war with a sick child caught in the middle. The internet split into some fiercely defended Chrisean, while others cried paternity fraud, clout chasing, and manipulation, but none of that changed the heartbreaking reality. A seriously ill baby, a mysterious DNA envelope, and two men seemingly ready to destroy each other over who he belongs to. Then came an explosive claim from a celebrity nurse influencer on TikTok, alleging that the game flew in a private pediatrician from New York, and that doctor's care was the only reason Junior was still alive. As dawn broke, the digital world descended into complete mayhem with fake leaks, reaction videos, and wild conspiracy theories flooding every platform. Twitter blew up with trending hashtags like #WhoTheDaddy, #PrayForJunior, and #BlueFakesExposed. As fans treated the unfolding scandal like a live reality show, TikTokers started side-by-side comparisons of Junior's features with both Blueface and the game, analyzing everything from jaw lines to nose shapes, while gossip blogs churned out conflicting exclusives about secret relationships and alleged baby announcements. Rap stars joined the chatter. Cardi B fired off a now-deleted tweet about clout chasing with a baby, sparking debates over whether she was shading Chrisean or just fed up with the mess. Meanwhile, Blueface's longtime manager, Whack 100, fanned the flames by calling Chrisean a danger to both herself and the child, hinting that the label might seek custody intervention if Blueface proved paternity. Then came the bombshell from Blueface's own label, announcing his step back from public life to handle personal matters. A statement fans met with heavy skepticism after a week of non-stop online spectacle. Even Kalani's camp chimed in, distancing her from the controversy with a pointed comment about not being used for clout. The fan base fractured entirely. Team Chrisean called out society for tearing down a hurting black woman, while Team Blueface clung to past scandals, demanding she be held accountable if the DNA test disproved her claims. Neutral voices turned vocal, with viral comments joking that the drama had more plot twists than a TV series, while real medical professionals started weighing in, trying to cut through the noise with actual insights into Junior's condition. A viral storm broke out when a pediatric nurse with 2 million followers posted a TikTok criticizing Chrisean for live streaming from a hospital room, claiming no mother in crisis should prioritize content over a child's care, igniting a fierce debate across platforms. Some defended Chrisean for raising awareness, while others accused her of exploiting her son. The internet fractured as Instagram lives, TikTok stitches, Twitter threads, YouTube breakdowns, and Reddit forums swirled with wild theories, including a bizarre fake family tree suggesting possible fathers ranging from the game and Blueface to a security guard and even a backup dancer. Amidst the madness, Chrisean posted a photo of Junior's hand with the caption, "No matter what y'all say, he mine forever," which became her most liked IG post ever. Just as tensions seemed to cool, a fake obituary claiming Junior had died spread like wildfire before being debunked by Chrisean's team, who blasted those fueling the rumors. Accusations flew. Some blamed Blueface's camp for orchestrating the hoax. Others pointed fingers at toxic fans for turning a NICU crisis into digital mayhem, while the game remained silent, making the noise even louder. But nothing could prepare fans for the bombshell. Chrisean dropped at 3:27 a.m. during a surprise IG live from a hospital hallway, tearfully revealing that it was not Blueface nor the game. At the heart of the leaks it was her own sister, TC, whom she confronted after realizing leaked medical details could only have come from a family login, accusing her of betrayal over paternity lies. The live ended abruptly, followed by a cease and desist letter from Chrisean's team, threatening legal action against TC, setting social media on fire with conspiracy theories about family revenge plots. TC's cryptic IG story, "She lied to everybody, including herself," fueled the fire further. Things took a darker turn when a supposed nurse group chat leaked, alleging Junior's records were flagged after someone attempted access with an old LA staff login, sparking whispers about the game's camp being involved. The plot thickened when a podcast host claimed a nurse overheard hospital staff discussing genetic issues with Junior unrelated to Blueface, sending fans spiraling with fake DNA charts and past mugshots of Chrisean's acquaintances circulating online. As truth drowned in speculation, Chrisean vanished from social media, deleting Twitter, disabling comments, and archiving all baby posts except the first ultrasound with the caption, "All I ever wanted was to protect you." And when the saga seemed ready to fade, Zeus Network dropped a bombshell trailer for a two-part special, Chrisean Deliverance, promising real-time footage of the moment Chrisean learned the truth about Junior's father, sending the internet into another frenzy. The final scene fades out with Chrisean, clad in a hospital gown, breaking down in someone's arms as a nurse's soft voice cuts through the tension. Warning, you need to sit down for this, before the screen fades to black, with the words "to be continued." Are you still breathing? Because this saga just erupted into an unstoppable storm of betrayal, heartbreak, and shocking revelations. From emotional Instagram lives and leaked nurse notes to family betrayals, hidden paternity twists, and now a bombshell reality special on the way. Chrisean's story keeps spiraling into deeper chaos. But here's the burning question: do you believe her? Was TC truly the one who exposed Junior's private medical information out of jealousy or spite? Or is there a hidden hand pulling the strings from behind the curtain, maybe the game, or even Blueface himself? Sound off with your theories in the comments, because this isn't slowing down anytime soon. Who do you think the real father is? Was Junior's health crisis exaggerated or kept secret? Should Chrisean forgive her sister or cut her off completely? We want to hear your thoughts, because the deeper we dig, the wilder this story gets, and you can bet we're tracking every leak and plot twist as it unfolds in real. If you have not already, hit that like button, subscribe for daily updates, and turn on notifications, because if you thought this was wild, wait till you hear what's coming next. Word on the street is, Blueface's mother, Carissa, is armed with her own set of receipts and is threatening to go live this weekend with her side of the story. Buckle up, this ride is far from over. Stick with us for the real tea, the fake leaks, and every messy twist Hollywood could never script. Until next time, stay curious, stay messy, and stay tuned.